welcome back to my channel. So before I say anything else, I want to apologize if this video, if the audio is kind of echoey. I just moved and my new apartment has really high ceilings and it's a really open floor plan, and I just feel like it's gonna be echoey no matter what I do, but I do apologize if the audio is a little That said, let me talk about the video. So today's video is super casual, and I was like in my papasan chair and watching Netflix and in my pajamas, so but it was fun and I hope that you guys like it. Let me see. Okay, so let me start by explaining the picture. So I'm working on this. This is something I was working on for my class. Basically it's not my thesis class, but I'm working on my thesis in it. And for my thesis, I'm not going to go too much into it because I'm going to do a whole video about my thesis, and I'm going to go through my sketchbook that I've almost completed actually. And I don't complete sketchbooks, so this is like a big deal for me. But I'm going to go through like my thesis sketchbook, and I'm going to tell you guys the story behind it and like all the details on that. But for now, I will just kind of give you the brief overview. So for my thesis, I'm doing all of the concept art for a short animation. I'm not actually making the short animation, like I came up with the idea for the animation and all of that, but I'm just doing the art for it because I want to be a concept artist, not technically an animator. And so I talked to my professors and they were like, yeah, you should just do concept art. And I was like, okay, great, that'd be fantastic. So that's what I'm doing for my thesis. And right now I'm working on the development, at the time I was working on the development of my main character. I have two main characters really, but she's kind of the one that's in scene the most often, Tilly. And that's actually the girl with the girl that's on the left. She has like a braid. She's the older looking one. She actually looks way too old in this picture. She looks like she's 18 in this picture. She's actually preteen, 12, 13. But this was during this whole development period, and I was having a really hard time getting that age because I don't know if y'all know this, but tweens are really hard to draw. Little kids, easy. Older, grown-ups, fine. Old people, throw some wrinkles on them. I don't know, but tweens, I'm I don't know, what are you doing? You can't just Google 13-year-old girl, that's weird. So, well, that went off on a tangent. But anyway, I was kind of getting really stuck with the way that I wanted her character to look. I knew what her character looked like. I knew her, I knew that she had a braid, and I knew her colors, and I knew her outfit design, but I couldn't really get her body and her face and the way that those looked, and her look, I was really struggling with it, and I really was feeling boxed in and just stuck. So my teacher was like, go home and just make a mess and throw paint everywhere and just try to draw one of the actual scenes, or to try to draw her in an action pose, or try to draw her in an emotional thing or whatever. Just get, don't think about anatomy, don't think about her style, just paint. And I was like, okay, I can do that. So I did that, and it is pretty darn obvious that I didn't think about anatomy. Okay, I did think about it to an extent, but the anatomy on this is really awful, especially on the girls. I don't mind the monster, but the girl, but that wasn't the point of the assignment, so it's fine. And I think it did actually help me. This is not what she looks like at all. It doesn't even look like her, other than the fact, it looks like her, 10 years from now, maybe. But I think it did help me kind of get out of this, stuck phase that I was in. So that was good. So this is basically just a big sketch, and it was really fun. It was my first time working with gouache. I've never worked with gouache before, but I thought it would be really fun and kind of a good way for me to make a mess without being as messy as acrylic. And I don't have any fancy gouache paints. I just have the $4.99 ones, the Artist Loft ones from Michaels. It's $4.99 for the entire set, so super cheap. I don't know, they worked fine. I thought the pigmentation was fine. I don't know what to, I don't have anything to compare them with. The only thing that was an issue was I needed a brighter color pink because I wanted a really hot pink for the younger girl's skirt, and I couldn't really make hot pink because of the way that paint mixing works. It's really hard to make very bright colors, but now I want to go buy a bunch of gouache and hot pink and all of the colors because it was really fun. And I just used this big piece of cardboard, and I gessoed it, and I sketched in watered down gouache, and every time I wanted to erase, I just threw water on it and rubbed it off with a paper towel. So it was very nice. It was I don't know, it was definitely freeing, and I spent about 4.5 hours on the whole thing, maybe 5. So I didn't spend an insane amount of time on it. So yeah, it was fun. I like gouache. You all should try gouache. Like, it was really fun. It's kind of like an opaque watercolor, and I liked being able to layer up with it, and I didn't feel like I had to blend everything really smoothly because I didn't feel like gouache really worked. I mean, I'm sure that you can blend smoothly with gouache, but I felt like it lent itself more to like a cell shading kind of style. And also the texture of it when it dries is really nice. It's like all velvety and matte, and it dries really fast. So gouache, I like gouache. I'm gonna go get me some more of that. So that was medium. Yep. Words are hard. What else? Okay, so I'm not gonna tell you the story of the of my whole thesis, but I will tell you what's happening in this specific scene, which is basically that Tilly, the girl with the pink hair, which is what I was saying earlier, she has just like gone through this like whole adventure, and there was like lava and forest, and she jumped through fire, and she jumped over like a big old gulch crevice thing, and she is trying to save the younger girl, Abby. So the girl with the purple pigtails, that's Abby. So she's trying to save her. And she came across this like big old monster that was like guarding the crevice, and she was like trying to fight him, and she was like waving her sword back and forth, but then the monster kept getting like distracted by the sword. It was like, what, sword. So she just threw the sword, and the monster like ran after it, like playing fetch. And so she has jumped over the other side and is like untying Abby. Meanwhile, the monster has returned with the sword, which I haven't painted yet, but I will at the end. And is like, hey, I brought back the sword. Hey, pay attention to me. Hey, I brought it back. Hey. And so this is like right before the monster is gonna lose his patience and is gonna like grab her like clothes to like try to like get her attention to get her to throw the sword again, and accidentally pull her and Abby like into the crevice, which sounds really dark, but I promise that's not the end of the story. And then they all died. Good thesis, Alice. Very charming. No, but I will tell you more about that in another video. So that's kind of what's happening right now. That's why the monster's got this like look on his face like, what? Hello? And Tilly's just like, I'm not paying any attention. And Abby's just like, if you could see Abby's face, Abby's just like, there's a monster there. Okay, all right. So, what else? I'm super busy. I just moved. Things are insane, but hopefully you like this video. I'm trying to combine my schoolwork with my YouTube as much as possible to like multitask, so you'll probably see a lot more of my thesis in the upcoming months until I graduate in August. So hopefully y'all like my characters, because get used to them. Also, I watched like almost an entire season of The Paradise on Netflix while I was doing this. And if you haven't seen The Paradise, please go watch it. It's so cool. It's like so happy in some parts and like so heartwarming, but also like this mystery and intrigue and romance and suspense and beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous dresses. And I love it. And it makes me so happy. And I only have one episode left and I'm procrastinating watching it. So yeah, in short, this is my schoolwork. I hope you liked watching it. Go try gouache because it's awesome, and watch The Paradise. That's pretty much it. I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me and watching my channel. Yeah, so that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video. And as always, have a great rest of your day. Bye guys.